Alrighty then. It has been a couple days. It was a holiday yesterday. I didn't really get a chance to play. After I played last time, I think I mentioned, I hope I did, that I was probably going to talk to my friend. I'm catching up with him. But it turns out he made even more progress because one of the conversations that he and I had kind of led to something good. So I did ask for some pushes. And what I mean by that is, I gave him a bunch of theories. I said, okay, I have this list of notes that basically says I have to go somewhere with no money and no prospects. Just kidding. No money and no keys and nothing. Basically, I need nothing in my inventory. No gems, no money. I don't even think I should probably have a whatchamacallit, a blessing, which I don't. Uh, oh, I have items. I have to get rid of my items. Okay, so my idea is that I want to. I don't want to take this. Why do I have money? I must have used a freezer. I'm so stupid. All right. I want to get rid of my money. What's the best way to do that? The casino, maybe? And so the idea that I have is that I had to. This is what I told them. I said, the way I'm interpreting this message is that I have to go somewhere with no money, no items, no blessing, and I have to wait for a specific time. And he said yes. And so I was like, okay. And then I asked him, is the time 1:30 like every the other time that I had to wait? And he said yes. So that was useful. Hey, no more gems. Now I need to get rid of my money. I need a casino, but I don't have enough gems for a casino. Plus, I need to get rid of the shovel and the magnifying glass. Give me a lost and found. I might just kind of kill the run in a way. I don't want this money that I started with. So unless I get super lucky here with like a lost and found, um, then I don't know how to get rid of the money. Okay, well, I don't have any gems. Yeah, I think I'm just going to start over. Okay, so anyway, he said yes, I have to go somewhere with nothing and wait for a time. And I said, is it 1:30? He said yes, so I got that right. What I didn't have right is that I guessed a few different places that I had to go to. I guessed the throne room and I guessed the tomb because it said stuff about the where the kings lie, and it turns out I was massively overthinking it because my third guess was correct. My third guess is I just had to do it in the room where I found that message. Now, the reason that wasn't my first guess, even though there was like a big coffin in there and also a picture of an old king, is because this game, it's weird to say this, but it doesn't seem like the type of game that would give you a hint for quote unquote where to go if you had to stay where you were. I don't know if that makes any sense. I need to spend 2 gems. Just one more gem. Oh, actually, I realize I need to make sure that constellation's in the sky. That's the other part of it that I said, and he was right. Yeah, you said yes. Perfect. Okay, we got a constellation. This is looking like a really good run. I have no money, no items, no blessing. I just need to wait for 1:30. And so that takes a while though. Let me go down there and make sure. Yeah, it takes a long time, doesn't it? So it's 1 hour is 4 hours. So it's 4 hours and 20 minutes. or sorry, 1 hour and 20 minutes it's going to take of real time. That's kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. Now let me make sure that this is open. So yeah, I had everything right the way I interpreted it, except I would have wasted a very large amount of time trying this in the throne room and in the tomb. The tomb was my number one guess. I said throne room first because I haven't done anything in there and it seems important. But the tomb really does seem where people are buried. So that was, when he said no to throne room, I'm like, aha, I knew it was the tomb. And he's like, no. And I was like, well, dang. So, yeah, this would have been, if you think about it, 3 hours and 45 minutes of waiting. This better be open. Okay. All right. So I guess we're going to wait. Now, in the meantime, while I'm waiting, I don't want to just wait because that's annoying as hell. I asked about some other stuff. And on the castle puzzle, I'm missing some letters. I wonder if I could show you that. You know, I have time to kill anyway, so let me pause real quick and pull up my notes in a way that you can actually see them, dear viewer. All right. I think this is a good way for me to show off my notes and how this all works, because I've been talking about how I take notes for a very long time, but I don't think I've ever shown it because it's a pain in the butt. But right now I have time to kill anyway. So here's my castle puzzle notes. Like, let me just give you an idea of the different pieces that I found that I think are related to it. And this is what another one was in here. It said, yep. And so all in all, I ended up with this. And I was like, hey, I'm missing 2 letters. Is there something I haven't found that has those 2 letters in it? And he said, no, you've found all the things you need. You just don't know how to do it. So I didn't have any idea of how to interpret that. So I asked him for a hint, and I basically said, okay, is it on a piece of paper I have? And he said, partially. So that means I did manage to find it, and I'll show you that in a second. I just haven't put it in here yet. But the other one, he's like, no, there's something that you've overlooked. And I said, okay, is it something in a room? And he said, yes. And so I was like, well, I don't want you to just tell me what room it's in because then it feels like I'm cheating. So maybe I just will ask for colors. Is it in a green room? And he said, yes. So I have a quest right now to go look at all the green rooms. But let me just explain how my notes work. So this is a Discord channel I've created. And the room list, each room has its own channel. And I ran out of room in the channels list. Apparently Discord can only have 50. So I created some for the inner sanctum, for bedrooms, for green rooms, for red rooms, for hallways, for my outside areas. So basically this, whenever I'm like, oh, let me check my notes. Is it in the Her Ladyship chamber? I have to scroll through this giant list. I have to go down to bedrooms and I have to click Ladyship chamber. And then here's all my screenshots. I've taken so many screenshots, etc. And so yeah, I mean, that's how my notes work. I can show off my anagram notes actually because I was going crazy like here's my anagram notes. I basically took a phrase doesn't never end and I started like separating out words. 710 inner stove, deed 17 tree side end stone, deed is tree, end den, rosen den, enter 7, end in redstone, or end in red stove, etc. So I don't know what this means. Let's see, what else do I got that's kind of fun in here? Blue notes. Here's all my blue notes that I've been collecting recently. Every single one of them, etc. I had my angels list and how I found all the angels. I took all of the names for the angels were like here. This is the order. This is some of them are labeled Vea, Danya, etc. So yeah, that's how my notes work. My library notes are the messiest ones because it's just all the books in order that I found them. And then occasionally I would also zoom in with a magnifying glass. So like a new clue has a whole section up there, but it's also got this section where I've zoomed in, etc. So yeah, that's, if you've ever been curious how I've been taking notes, that's why it's a bit messy and it takes a while. I mean, sometimes I had weird miscellaneous notes like, oh, which rooms have air ducts in them? And the laundry room, I had pasted this into the wrong notes, for example. Classroom geography. Um, Now, yeah, so the one that I found that I haven't added to my notes yet for the castle puzzle, the reason I called the castle puzzle maybe because I wasn't sure that I was doing it right, um, was in the vault. So let me go to my vault notes. Bam! There they are. And it was this. I think I even pointed this out last time I was in the vault. I'm like, what does this mean? Or at least one of the times. And I think this has to do with the castle puzzle. Now, this doesn't help me fully on its own because it says I and D, one on top of the other. And when I looked, the reason I haven't added it to the notes is when I looked at the castle notes, I have an I and a D with a missing one above and below. So I don't know if this will become add or if this will become Kai. And the reason I'm not sure, add makes more sense, but Kai, I mean, I don't know what Tor and Lore are. I think I looked up one of those words, and it's an Eurasian word. I think lore. Let's go check my classroom Eurasian notes. You can tell what I've been on recently. Lore is word, so it's like something. Maybe add 6. Tor, lore is word, and et I think is south. I don't know what Tor is. And if this is Kai, I don't know what Kai is. If it's add, then it means that they're mixing English and Eurasian, which is annoying. Uh, I think it's going to be add. I don't think it's going to be CII unless it's a Roman numeral thing, which is possible. So anyway, now you know. I'm going to turn this off and go back to the game. Here we are. Yep. And what I'm going to do now, I still need to wait for 1:30, but luckily while I was talking, some time passed. Not a huge amount, but some time. I'm going to see if I can draft any green rooms that don't require gems, and I don't want to earn money either. Where would be the best way to do that? I guess over here. I don't know if I have any green rooms from the beginning. I need to make sure I don't accidentally gain anything. So I don't want to pick things up. I don't want to shovel, but I could pet the dogs. No harm in that. Hey, buddy. So green rooms, please. There's some green rooms I have not looked at very well. For example, one of them is the terrace, which is like my least favorite room. Okay, well, I'm not going to gather gems or spend gems this run. Let me go back to the dining room. The conservatory is a green room. I feel like... Hi. You want a pet? Okay, there you are. All right. No conservatory. Oh, I could redraw. I'll redraw until I get the conservatory, maybe. Nope. Oh. Oh, it needs a gem. Of course it does. Okay. So I could technically... I think everything I want might need a gem. I could do this. This is funny. I think I'm going to do that. That way I won't accidentally gain anything. I sure hope that that doesn't stop this thing from working. Is the terrace free? Maybe it costs a gem. I don't want to take the gem, and I can't anyway because I just froze my account. I guess I could have looked in the save. You know what? I'll do this, and then at the end of the day, I will sleep there. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what's going to happen to me once I have this thing out here like, completed. And so I worry I'll need like a code check or something. Or like maybe I'll know what to do after that. Maybe it'll tell me where to go or what to do. But I can't imagine. I mean, it could also just open a new place. So there's only a couple things that this game can do, right? It could give me a new. It's not going to give me a permanent edition. I don't think. I think something said there's 6 permanent editions. I have them all. So it's either going to open a new door. Maybe it will tell me how to open that blue door that I don't know how to open. It will give me an item, or it will give me instructions. If it gives me instructions, I can do the instructions next run, probably. If it gives me a new place, unless like it was a lie and there's a new permanent edition, which is possible, like a black print permanent edition that the game didn't want to tell me about or something. That's possible. But I think it's more likely that it'll either give me instructions or an item. The item might be something that I need to bring. Again, I'm hyper fixated on the throne room because it seems important. And when I brought the paper crown there, nothing happened. There is another crown I could bring there, but I just haven't. It's a pain in the butt. So, could give me an item. Maybe it'll be the throne with the rubies in it, the red ones. Because like I need to, or maybe because like it's the king, right? But he wasn't buried with his crown. They stole it from the museum. I don't know. So I could get something. I could, actually, what I think is more likely to happen is that big painting of the dude will slide up and I'll go into even a further deeper section. That's my guess. What time is it? 10. So much time left. Um, yeah. There's also like a big coffin in there. It could open up and have books in it, like knowledge. That's or tablets or more text or something. That's also just as likely. It's like, okay, now I just solved a riddle. I did a thing. Now I get another riddle. Riddles on top of riddles. So yeah, I mean, I guess I wait. Maybe I should just pause. I haven't eaten dinner. Maybe now's a good time to eat dinner. All right, what time is it? So I want to be very careful. So in 45 minutes ish, it'll be 1:15. In real time, that'll be like 8:40, which is really annoying because I can only play till 9 o'clock tonight. So I will pause this video. Sorry, this is probably going to be a short one now I think about it. I mean, how long have I been recording? 18 minutes plus there's going to be a lot of pause waiting, and then 20 minutes after that at the most or so of playing again. Means that this is going to be a 40-minute video. So, all right. You, you don't have to wait, but I do. Hey, am I glad that I checked the time? Yes, I am, because I forgot. It wasn't 1 hour is 4 hours. It's 1 hour is 8 hours. So, man, that would have been really annoying. Anyway, I am still here, still waiting, and it's not that much longer now, actually. Less than 7 minutes? So I'm going to finish eating my dinner, and then I'm going to run down to the thing. All right, I finished my dinner, and I'm a bit ashamed that I'm a bit ashamed at myself because one of the first things I ever did in this game, if you've been watching since episode 1, is figure out how much time an hour is. Um, so it was 15 minutes in real life was 2 hours in game. For whatever reason, I got in my head that 15 minutes was 1 hour in game, but it's 2 because 8 hours of game time is 1 hour of real time. So, dear lord, that means that this thing's going to trigger in about 3 minutes-ish. So, let's see what happens. Here we go. I hope I don't have to solve those boxes again. This is also really suspicious. This little room. Is this a staircase? Oh, that's my new guess, that this will become a spiral downward staircase. Okay. These are all solved, right? Oh. I hope I don't have to solve them again. I'll be so disappointed. Oh no. And I won't even know. I mean, I guess in 5 minutes I'll know one way or another. Huh. I really, really hope that they don't need to be solved. So yeah, I think that either that's going to open, or this will become a spiral staircase downwards. I guess I'll just wait here. I mean, this could open too, theoretically. There's a lot of stuff that could happen in this room. That could open, for all I know. Come on. My sense of time is bad. I don't know how long it's taken to get down here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I hope I'm not forgetting a piece of this. I don't have anything. No gems, no gold. I wish I had set an alarm, a stopwatch or something. Come on, please. I feel like it's been 3 minutes. I wonder if I had to solve the boxes on this run. I guess I could ask my friend. I'll give it just a little bit longer. Or maybe my assets can't be frozen, I guess. That's another thing. So that would be a weird one. Huh. Oh well. I feel like it's definitely been 3 minutes now. Maybe I'm misremembering the time. Is it 1:30 or is it like 11:30? Or maybe I misread the time and it was actually not time yet? I don't want to go outside in case I miss it. Huh. Okay. I definitely feel like I missed it. Is there a hole over here? Oh, just a pillar. Hmm. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, it's definitely past time. Unless it was like 2:30? Oh wait. I don't know. Was it 2:30 or 1:30? Let me look at my notes. Let's see. Where were those notes? They were in the clock tower. No, it was definitely 1:30. But maybe I don't know. The clock always seems a little bit off to me. I'll go back down there. It seems really no, I don't know. The hour hand gets so messed up in this game. I'll go down there just in case. Ugh. And if it doesn't happen in the next like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, I will I'll just call it a day and then pause. I mean, I have to wait anyway, right? So I'll see if my friend's available. Hmm. He might say, "Oh, I had all the boxes unlocked," for all I know, right? Hmm. All right, so on my clock in real life it is 8:21. I'm gonna wait till 8:23 and then I'm done. I don't think I'll have enough time to wait for the next one on camera. So I could either try and play more tomorrow, or what I could do is basically get down here. Oh no, but I need the constellation to be across, and I don't know if it's possible I had to click on that constellation. Let me reread the note. Oop, try to open my notes. So the text of it said, in sky above a brilliant sign, a sullen crosses 5 stars align. I hope it doesn't have to be the only constellation. Nah, nothing's happening. Okay. I guess I'll call it a day and ask my friend what I'm doing wrong. I feel like this happens to me a lot. Even when I get confirmation from people, I don't end up solving the puzzle. Like the first time, I was like, oh, it's a time-based thing, and then I told my friends that I had done it, and nothing happened, and they're like, wait, what? Oh, and the same thing happened with the drawing room. I told my friend, hey, I found the safe in the drawing room. I used the pictures in the drawing room as many different ways as I could, and he said, oh, you did something wrong because you're on the right track, and you're overthinking it. So I don't know. He thinks I just counted one of the numbers wrong or something. All right, calling it a day, and I'm gonna pause my recording. Actually, hold on. I'll pause my recording once I'm back outside, I guess. I need to look in the observatory. Well, that was frustrating. See, now imagine I had to do this 3 more times. Because I would have went to the throne room, and then I would have tried the tomb, and then I would have tried this exactly the way I just did. I don't know what I did wrong. Alright. So we're gonna go. I need to get rid of my gems. And I need the the observatory, not the conservatory. The only other thing I could think of is if I have no steps. I don't I don't think that that's part of it though. I need to use a gem. I need to use 2 gems. There's one. I guess I could use this while I'm here. It doesn't hurt anything. That's fine. You know, honestly, I don't really like the walk-in closet that much. Okay. So now I need an observatory, please. This will give me more chances. Sure. Pet the dogs. Don't mind if I do. Come on. There it is. Observatory. Let me see if that constellation even exists today. It does. I guess I could just click it and try one more time, but I don't. It's a long. It's a long time to wait. So what I think I'm going to do is go back out there. This time I'll set an alarm on my phone for the exact time that I think it will happen. I don't know. Is that going to be in less than 40 minutes of real time? Probably. Hopefully. So it is 8 o'clock. Well, it's almost 8:30. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1:30. That's 5 hours, which is 4 of those are 30 minutes in real life. So 37 minutes from now, it's going to happen like right at the end of my time that I have to go, which is what I thought before. So, okay. Let me set an alarm. So it's going to be 30 minutes from when this thing crosses the bottom. So I'll set my alarm for just 30 minutes from now, which is 8:57 in real life. All right. I actually set it for 8:55 just to give myself some time to get down there. And then once I'm down there, as long as I wait for 7 minutes, then I'll definitely have missed it if it doesn't happen. And in the meantime, I am going to message my friend and just see if he's available and see if he has any other advice for me. Maybe I'm misremembering, and maybe I do need to open all those boxes. And if that's the case, I'll be back in a minute. Okay. All right. We are back. I talked to my friend, and he thinks that it was that I didn't click the constellation because he said that he had not opened any of those boxes. So we have about 7.5 minutes. So if it's right now, it's just about 9 o'clock, just a little before 9. So at 9:07, if it hasn't happened yet, then something is amiss. Something is rotten in this. Is it the state of Denmark? I don't remember. The city of Denmark? Isn't Denmark a country? Oh my God, my brain. It's been a long day, folks, and I just spent a whole lot of time waiting. So it's even longer. Yeah, I wanted to actually play a lot more than this today, but I got really sidetracked working on something kind of exciting that I'm hoping that I'll show off. By the time this video is on YouTube, it'll be well shown off. All right, so yeah, the other thing I asked him, I said, hey, did you open all these boxes? He said, no, they weren't open. And then I asked, also, I freezed all my assets. Do you think that that could have been the problem? And he had no idea. So I didn't do it this time. Yeah. So in the meantime, I was talking to him, and I was also looking at my notes again, because what else am I going to do? And I think I have a little bit of an idea as to that puzzle that says castle on the wall out there. But I feel like it's a shot in the dark. But there's some words on there that are in Eurasian. I think I may have pointed this out in a previous video. If not, I've talked to my friends about it, but not in a way that they've confirmed nor denied. And there's like a lore on there. And lore means word. It means word in Eurasian. And then I noticed just recently that ETT is at the bottom, and that also is an Eurasian word for east, I want to say. It's either east or south. I think it's east. And so something about word and east. And I was like, oh, well, I don't recognize these other Eurasian words like Tor. But then I realized the word six is on there, and it is that's in English. So I'm wondering if it's like this weird mix of Eurasian and English, because Tor and Lore are right next to each other. Now, this is a kind of a weird thing, but because it's not how it's spelled, but this game also likes to use homophones. So maybe Tor Lore means Tor word, like Torward, Toward. I know that's not how you spell it, Toward. Toward. You so something towards east, something toward east, Torward east. I don't know. That's a long shot because like I said, Tor word is just kind of how you say Torward. You don't spell it that way. But maybe the whole idea is you say this out loud and you mix the Eurasian and English, and so it's something 6 toward east. That's my current guess. Alright, it's 9:03. I've successfully vamped for 3 minutes of sitting here. Oh boy. What can we talk about for the next 3 minutes? So I'm still going to look for the green door. Or the green, not the green door, the green room. I don't know which one it is. In my notes, there's nothing. Like, nothing good. But I don't have good notes for the, honestly, the only green room I have really, really good photos for is the morning room, because it's the most recent one I found. And, I don't think it's in my green spare room, but I might be wrong. Um, it could be... I don't think it's in the... What's the name of that room? The one with the statue in the middle? Well, I looked in the conserv... Oh! Is this going to go down? Do I only have a minute to do this? Something towards east. Six something towards east. The word of east. Huh. Oh, there's a button. Did it do anything? Wait, the numbers are not what I'm expecting. That's 6. Huh. It's got an 8 on it. Hold on. Huh. Huh. I guess I'm just going to try everything. On the word east. Huh. So something about 6. 6 toward east. But that could be add 6 toward east. What is CI? That's what I have. It's either, yeah, it's CI blank. And 6? Something and 6 towards east. Huh. Well, I'm receiving a phone call in real life. So I think I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to pause. Hold on. Okay, I'm here. 6 add towards east. I don't know. I'm definitely just kind of messing around. Maybe it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add 6 towards east. Hmm. Wait, I want it to be 8 o'clock. Let me look at my notes, because I thought the clock was going to disappear, but I'm looking at my notes now. So it's... Okay, hold on. Castle puzzle. So far I have something, something 6, toward lore east. Towards east. Towards east. Word east. Something and 6. CII and 6. What is CII? Does this go past midnight? Okay, no. Huh. I don't know. Wow, I can hold this down a whole lot. It goes really fast. CII or CI... I'm trying to figure out what that could be. CI blank. A blank D. It's either and or add. It's either something and 6 or CI something and 6. Or add 6. What is CII? Or CI... Is there... Okay. Let me... let me look through my language and see if there's any Eurasian words that start with CI blank. Oh... I'm looking at the map. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a sacred circle that has a 46 in the bottom left. Oh, did I zoom in on that with my notes? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, here it is, here it is. Maybe 46? Something 46. Add 6? Because, like, the sacred circle... But CI blank, unless it's Sir, CIR. The sacred circle really does seem like it would make sense. So the other thing is there's a, in the bottom left corner of the map, there's like an 8 just like this. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I'm looking at the constellations, Vea, the devoted circle, the 3 of tides. I don't... Okay, I'm going to go to my language text. And I'm looking for anything that starts with CI. It doesn't matter what the last letter is to me. Alright. I don't know. I think I have part of this message down. Towards east. So, what's interesting is... I think that in the map, if I'm looking for the symbol that represents Orinda Aries or Orin Aries or whatever, in the sacred circle, let me look at that one more time. This is my last best bet. It's the upper right where I'm aimed now. And then maybe I need to rotate 6 towards east. Dang. Add 6. Add 6 towards east. Hmm. Hmm. I'm basically trying everything I can with regards to adding 6 and starting with, like... I think I'm just going to need to... Is there anything on the other side before I, like, move on? And if I leave, does it come back? Does it go away? All right. Well, at least I know it's down here, and I think I'm on the right track. So I will. I'll worry about that tomorrow, I guess. But this has been interesting. Thanks for watching.